In this lecture, we are going to learn about finding good hash functions. Okay. So last lecture we learned about what is hash function, what are hash tables. This lecture we are going to learn how to find a good hash function or how to design a good hash function. So some of the qualities of good hash function are, first is it's easy to compute. Okay, so it's easy to compute because we said that finding h of x, to find where to insert an element in a hash table or to search it, we directly compute h of x. This means, and we assume that it's O of 1. So it's important that calculating h of x does not in fact becomes another algorithm. Okay, so it should be very simple, easy to compute. Next thing is that if we have lots of cells, okay, lots of cells are there in your hash table, then whatever hx for random x, it should distribute all the keys evenly. Okay, so everything should be uniformly distributed. It should not happen that, for example, we saw that, okay, if h of x we choose as, let's say, x modulo 10, and we have, let's say, the input as 10, 20, 100, 200, 10,000 and 500. Okay, so what will happen, this, for this particular input, in fact, this x mod 10, which is the hash function, it's not evenly distributed. Okay, so let's see why. 8, 9, okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so what will happen, 10 modulo 10, again this will hash, 10 will come here, 20 will also come here, 100, 200, 10,000 and 500 all will come here. So this is not even distribution of these numbers in this hash. Okay, because in this table still 9 out of 10 cells are empty and all of them are hashing to the same 0th cell. Okay, so that's a not good distribution. So let's try out with some prime number, and in fact if we have something like x modulo some prime number, then it's basically good even distribution we can get. So let's try out with 7. Okay, so now what will happen, so we will have, let's try to write with some different color. So 10 modulo 7, it will come here, 10, 20 will come to which one, so it will come to 6, 100 will come, now again division, so what will happen, so here 98 I think, so it will 2, it will go there, so 100 will come here, then 200 again, so you have to divide fast, I am not that fast, so 2, 14, 60, so 7, 8, 56 I think, 4, so it will go to 4th. So now you can at least see that it's getting evenly distributed. 500, it will go 7, 7, 49, 3 is the remainder, so now it will come here, but still we can see it's so much evenly distributed, all the cells are being now occupied. 10,000 also you have to calculate what it will be, but it's not coming such a bad case like that of x modulo 10. So x modulo some prime number, okay, that will give you a better evenly distributed hash function. Okay, and the final thing is, of course, it should not have much collision. Okay, so we call lambda as a load factor. Okay, so load factor, it tells that if we have the table size as t and you have n elements to insert in the hash table, then lambda is n by t. So this is called the load factor, and higher the load factor, of course, you will expect that your lambda will be, your number of collisions will increase. Okay, so by seeing this, now we will try out some examples to see how good some hash functions are. Okay, so a few problems we will see with string. Okay, so how we manage string for hashing. So first thing, strings are not numeric, so you need to take their ASCII value. Okay, so what we will do is we have, let's say, key is a string. Okay, so it's a string and we want to hash it. So of course, so it's a string or character, so array. So we will have key 0, key 1, etc. and how to find the hash function. Okay, so let's say we have a table size that is 10,007. Again, it's a prime number. Okay, so your table size is equal to 10,007. Now what will happen? So we will have hash of key. We are saying that it will be from key 0 plus key 1 plus key 2 plus key 3 till you go on till the length of that string, and then that sum all the ASCII characters, we divide it by 10,007 and get the remainder, that is your hash function. This looks to be a cool hash function. Okay, but if you look little bit in deep, then you will find that okay, this might have a problem. So what is it? So usually you can assume that we are assuming, let's say that here the string length maximum for us is that okay, we have 8 is the length of the string. Okay, so now what happens is, let's try to find the maximum value of the hash. Okay, without this remainder. So what will happen is, let's say all of them have the ASCII value 127. So ASCII value is from 0 to 127. It's a 8-bit int. Let's say so all of them have the value 127. Then key 0 plus key 1 plus key 2 plus maximum 8 is the length of the string. So 127 plus 127 plus 127 8 times. Okay, so in fact, if you see, the sum is 1016. Okay, which is not that big compared to 10,007. Okay, so what it means that whatever is the string, okay, then also everything is lying in this range only. Okay, so here it's in this part, whereas this length is 10,000 and it's approximately only 1,000 are the, so its hash function h of x is basically giving you, putting all the elements in the cells from in its only 1 by 10th part. So 90% of your hash table is just empty, and here you will be having lot of collisions. This is not uniformly distributed, so it fails the criteria, second criteria, that it should have uniformly distributed. Okay, so this one, calculation of this is in fact simple, so it's easy to compute. Just you have to sum them up and then find the remainder by dividing it with 10,007, but it's not evenly distributed, so this we can discard. Okay, not good. Then let's say someone tells that okay, so you are saying that because it's not utilizing this 10,000 array indexes index, so let's make something, some hash such that its sum that we are getting here, it is now larger. Okay, and it can be from 0 to 10,007 and in fact more. Okay, bingo. So they say that okay, now I have designed something, and he says a student that okay, see this one. Now you cannot tell that okay, it's not uniformly distributed. Okay, good. So what he says, key 0 plus 27 into key 1 plus 27 square, that is 729 into key 2. He takes the last 3 characters, okay, of the word string, and he says that okay, now you sum like this and you will get very large values. So he says that okay, previously you did something like this, find the maximum value. Now I am doing the same here, and you see that okay, 127 is the value for key 0, 27 into 127 will be for key 1, 729 into 127 for the third one. Okay, so sum them up and it's something 9,000, what is this then? So 95,000. Okay, so something much greater. Okay, 95,250, much greater than 10,007. Okay, he says that now it is basically it will cover a lot of big range, but, and he is very happy. Okay, he says that now you cannot find any mistake, But let's try to see and analyze this case. Now there are problems with English alphabets, okay, distribution of characters in English. And if you take three letters, contiguous letters of a word, okay, like you are forming some English word and take three letters combination, so you will say that okay, there is 26 into 26 into 26. These many possibilities are there, which is quite large. This will be around 17,576, and that is quite much. But what happens in English? Only 2851 combinations are there for three contiguous letters, okay, and that's only 28% of your 10,007. So this again will not give you much better distribution, okay. This again will not be utilizing much of your 10,007 cells. And so finally we come up with another one which is much better, because he is now taking all the keys, all the characters in that letter, and then he is multiplying it with 32 to the power of I. So it will become something like, if we have, let's say, India, okay. So India, I don't know exactly what are the ASCII values of this, but let's say something random, okay. So this is key 0, key 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. So it will be key of, so key size is 5, so key of 4 into 32 to the power of 0, okay, plus key of 1, okay, so 3 into 32 to the power of 1 plus key of 2 into 32 square plus key of 1, 32 cube, plus what will happen now? It will be key of 0, 32 to the power of 4. So this will be the summation. And one thing good about it is it's easy to compute. You will ask why. The thing is, key 4, then you just, these are power of 32, so they are not multiplication. In fact, this is just multiplication, so left shift will happen, because 2 to the power of 5 multiplication becomes very easy. And in fact, the distribution also will be the best, because I am taking all the characters, okay, and the sum will be also larger than 10,007, and they will be much evenly distributed. So this is the best one. So we have found till now on our examples, okay. So this is about how, what is good hash function, okay. It's easy to compute, evenly distributed, okay. Last one will do that the best, less number of collision, okay. Even distribution, it also little much implies that, okay, there will be less collisions, okay. So this is for the hash function. So I hope you understand this. Thanks a lot.